I'll tell you what this track means to me is everything. It's my lifestyle. I was born and raised here in Maryland. I've been coming here since I was a little kid. I've been racing here, actually coming to the facility for 26 years now, so I've met most of my friends here and my wife. Welcome you to 75 and 8 Dragway. Thank you again to all the spectators, racers that showed up this evening. You're in for a great evening, lots of entertainment. We have some of the awesomest cars here at 75 and 8 Dragway from around the United States. We got some car, Jimmy from New York. Got some cars from Virginia. I can't even name them all. Fastest street cars in Maryland. Some of them jump into radial. They're here running radial tire, getting ready to have a great time. The final call here at 75 and 80 Dragway. Place is awesome, over 50 years old here. They used to call it the farm back in the day. And then it turned into 75 and 80 Dragway. The home of the Outlaws, where Outlaw 10-5 was born, right here at 75 and 80 Dragway. The final call, hosted by Street Freaks. Check us out at www.street-freaks.com, or you can also follow us on Facebook.
For me, this is sacred ground. When I come here, I can feel the ghosts of Dino Don, my own father, Jenkins, Malcolm Durham, every one of them. I feel them here all the time. And so to close it and to bulldoze it and turn it into a gas station or whatever is a damn sin. I said the hair on my arm stood up just thinking about that.
Indeed. How many times, when did you first come here? Do you remember? How old were you maybe?
The fall of 1960 when they opened the place.
And they opened in 61 or 60?
60, right.
60, okay.
Yeah,
Did you come and race or just come and watch?
I was with my parents and they raced the Bounty Hunters Dodges for Bob Anning. I think Bill's father, the little bit I know is Bill's father gave him this piece of the farm. It was an alfalfa patch. I think you probably know all that stuff. And he kind of came home from the Air Force and decided if we build it, they'll come. And we've been here ever since. It was bracket racing, and most of us didn't care for that, but it was a better alternative than heads-up weight class racing, where everybody was doing their best to find the gray area and cheat the rules. So,
how many times do you think you've actually raced here? More than 100?
Oh yeah, more than 100.
More than 500?
No, not more than 500.
1960 track opened, right?
Right.
How much did it cost to get in then back then?
Spectators $1, driver with car $1.
Started racing here in, I think it was 65. Before he had a driver's license, they let him drag race up the drag race. He had a 56 Cadillac that he raced here and a 57 Cadillac, and he had a Metropolitan that he turned into a race car. He put a 350 motor in it and slicks, and it was called Mama's Metro, and it won many a trophy here. We had a room full of trophies.
And it actually took the motor from the Cadillac and put it in the Metro.
That's what it was. Cadillac motor.
So whatever was a big
little
470 cubic inch motor.
Tell us about the red truck.
It's a 49 Chevy. My mom gave that to me, and my dad recently passed away. And she gave me this. It's a 49 Chevy, and it has a 496, right around 550 horsepower.
Fondest memory?
Back in high school. Lots of good days here.
With my dad when throughout the years. We're gonna put some ashes, my dad's ashes, on the little pile of them on the hood of the car, and when we run down the track, they'll blow off on the track.
One of his favorite spots.
For one of his last runs.
Yep.
One of his favorite spots. Yeah.
That is so wonderful.
You know what? I think that's a great thing. It's racing's in our heart and soul here. Like I said, most everybody comes here has been coming here for multiple years. Some of them for decades.
Including me. I was here when I was 16, and I'm 60 now.
And you're still enjoying it to this day. For that to happen, I think it's an honor for them to come here and want to do that this evening.
I guess it's kind of disheartening. It's hard to see a good track like this go. Local track, something that's been around a long time.
Good point.
It's hard to see a track like this go. You really hate to see it.
How many years has everybody been coming here?
Since I was about 16 years old, and I'm 52 now.
We used to race here back in the 70s, and we moved away for about 20 years and moved back up here about 9 years ago, and the track was closed at that time, I believe. And it reopened, and we're back. So we're racing again. And now that the track's closing, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess we'll try some of the neighbor tracks.
Yeah, Capitol Raceway or MR.
Nothing like here, and this is the first track we ever raced at, and it's probably going to be the last time we race here.
Nothing like 75 and 80 chili dogs either, everybody.
The famous chili dogs.
Chicken tenders.
All right.
Chicken tenders and fried food.
That's how you eat a chili dog at 75 and 80.
They shouldn't close it. They should put this on the National Site of a Historic Registry.
Been here since 1960.
I started coming here in 74, 75 with a 69 Mustang Mach 1 was my first car. And I remember watching the guy, Virginia Gentleman, and some other guys used to come up here. One guy, I think it was a station wagon called Dad's Night Out or something like that. I didn't do too much because I always had to drive it home, so I didn't want to have to pay for a trailer. I didn't have any money.
Key factor, how many people back then drove, raced, and drove back home?
Almost everybody I knew.
Everybody, yeah.
We drive up here and you had to take it easy because you had to drive the thing back. And then when the boys got younger, I started bringing them. And when they closed last time was when they went in the Marines. So they've been gone for 8 years, and this is their first night back. They just came back from 8 years on duty as Marines, and they came back tonight. They're out now.
8 years in the Marines, just out. How great must that be? And thanks for serving our great country.
Thank you. It was a good ride, but I'm glad to be back home.
Been racing here since the early 60s. Just a family type atmosphere, a great track to play with and learn about your cars and have a lot of fun.
Your thoughts on the final call here of 75 and 80, and there's one weekend of racing left and stuff, but this is the final weekend, they say, and how sad are we to see it going away, huh?
Yes, we are. I mean, I've seen generations grow up here. Father, son, and then grandson. Greg, got my son here. I taught him to race. Come on.
Come here, Greg. Son Greg has joined us. Little
Hello.
Feelings on the last final call, 75 and 80.
Hate to see it go. We come here since what, 6 months old?
Yep. We dragged him up here when I was racing, but then when he got old enough, he took the high school class a couple times, went to the bracket finals twice, came in second and
Runner-up first year, and then the second year I just screwed up.
So now he's on his own. He's building a little turbo Tercel here that's quite formidable for what it is. And
We're having a little showdown tonight.
Who's going to win?
I think I am.
I've probably been racing at 75 and 80 for probably about 15 years. 10 years doing Outlaw 10.5 up here when Bill owned it. Welcome. And it's going to be a shame to see it go so close.
perfect evening here. It's cooled off a little bit, and you guys got the perfect perch, the back of the old pickup. I'm sure we got some beer hiding somewhere besides these Deer Park water bottles. The whole point of 75 and 80, everybody, is you drink a few beers and party with some folks and make friends.
Well, if it's not beer, it's probably moonshine under the front seat or something like that. Anyway.
Moonshine, we love that.